What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 60 of the 16-ounce Gaming Podcast. I am your host, Castle Will Kill, and joining me tonight are my friends across the pond, both Surf and Toast. From this point forward, we just want to let everyone know that Roz will be joining us every other week, so he will not be on tonight. We got a good show for you, pretty much going over some news, got community questions, and a last call topic, but as we do every week, guys, what have you been up to over the week? What games you've played? Anything going on in life? Surf, start with you.
Not much going on in life. Played quite a lot. Can you guess what game?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. I'm up to date now. I finished the main campaign, which was really, really good. I really like the way it all tied in at the end with the backlog and the lore. So I was happy with that. And I've played the first 2 episodes of the DLC. And the first DLC is friggin' awesome. I thoroughly recommend it. The end of episode 2.
Roughly?
Roughly, it's the story of you meet a guy from the Assassins. This is like the story of the First Blade or whatever. And there's another group of people out to kill you. They call you the Tainted. And they'd rather your people with your bloodline aren't around. So there's another sort of group of people out to kill you.
You're still playing as your character, though? Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah.
You're still Cassandra or whatever?
You're still Cassandra or Alexios, yep. And this guy and I'm playing as Alexios, so it's the guy and his daughter. I think if you're playing Cassandra, it's the guy and his son. They help you...
Why can't
fight
I be a
these
lesbian?
people, and it's like a sort of mini cult. So each episode is 4 or 5. You take 4 or 5 sub-lieutenants out to reveal who the head of that area is and take them out, and then that's that one. The first episode was just sort of land-based. The second one was more sea-based, which was really good.
You started playing the same time as me, didn't you?
Yes.
Right, so you've seen the changes, like supposedly they've got that transmog stuff for your gear. Like you can pick the look of your gear but apply the stats from other PCs or something.
Yes, you can, yeah. So if you...
So, like, that all sounds cool, but I'd already finished it before that even came in.
Yeah, they added it all in. They've also added... You've now got flamethrowers at the front of your ship.
For fuck's sake.
What, really? I didn't know you have flamethrowers at the front of the ship.
Well, I did that with the DLC, so now you can go around and, you get an extra ability on your ship, so you can just sort of do tons of fire out of both sides of the front of your ship. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I knew about the gear skin system thing, because you kind of like have to unlock, I guess you like get certain gear and then eventually unlocks other looks that you can use, kind of thing. Because I've been changing the way my character, like some of that gear just looks way too funky.
Yeah, there's some really weird, funky looking stuff. But they do seem to be adding tons of stuff because they've added new sort of skills to the skill tree. I mean, on the assassin side, on the first DLC, they added the ability, if you stealth kill somebody now, the body just automatically disappears. So you don't have to worry about hiding the bodies.
Is this a DLC ability, or is this just they added it?
I think it's probably just added into the main game.
See, this is the shit that's kind of annoying. It's like, buy your fucking game, pre-order it, and get all this shit, but then we'll put in some cool abilities later on when you're done playing it.
Yeah, I think they just added it into the game because you didn't have to do anything in the DLC to activate the ability. It just sort of says you've now got this new ability in your skill tree.
I can always check my skill tree and let you know, because that is
it's
a really
as if
cool
I
part.
almost missed out on the fucking good bits of the game. Well, I've obviously played good bits,
I
but
could see that.
Extra good shit's been added like 2 months later when I'm done with it.
Yeah, I would agree. That's a bit of a pissy thing. That's probably why they probably do it to try and persuade you to buy the DLC. But yeah, I get that because stuff like flamethrowers on your ship are really cool, and it's a bit pissy if you finish with the game and done with it, and then they add it. But on the positive side, I would say even if you're not interested at the moment, I would say at least the first one is definitely worth grabbing if you see it on sale, because the story is really, really good. In fact, I think the story might. I'm enjoying the story more than the mainline story, if I'm honest. And the cliffhanger at the end of episode 2. I don't do any spoilers. It was awesome. It was really good.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Sorry?
Yes, please don't spoil.
No spoilers. But yeah, I think each DLC is a story that consists of 3 episodes, and each episode, I think, probably clearing about 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. So it's probably 9 hours per extra story, I guess.
No, I might check out when I've got time.
Yeah, I think at the moment the first one's going for £20, which I suppose for 9 hours, if you don't buy the season pass for an extra 9 hours, I don't know if you think that was worthwhile. I mean, that's longer than some game campaigns, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
my problem is I don't go back. Like Far Cry, I've got that season pass, but I've fucking not touched
never done it.
any other stuff.
So what else have I played? So I'm all up to date with Assassin's Creed. So I'm loving that. Played a bit of Sunset Overdrive. We'll discuss that more next week. And I jumped back into Deus Ex Mankind Divided because I need to finish that because that was the game I was playing before Assassin's Creed and Red Dead dropped. And I sort of got about a third of the way into that. So I want to jump back into that and finish it now. I'm done with Assassin's Creed, and we're not done with Assassin's Creed, but it's not taking up all my time. And Red Dead, I think that's about it, really. Oh, and I've a bit of Ark, not a lot. I don't think I'm not going to get into it like Toaster's got into it, or Raz, but I don't mind jumping in for a bit. But I get Toast's point that if you're not jumping into an awful lot, you're probably never going to get the best out of it. It's probably not a game you're going to get the best out of if you're just jumping in for a couple of hours every so often. But I just don't think those sort of games are really for me. I think I need a campaign story, I think, for me to want to put pile of time in.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned that the settings that Toast suggested to you helped with your motion sickness from the game.
Yeah, they really did. That really, getting rid of that head bob really, really helped. Because previously I played for about 40 minutes and I just start feeling really, really sick. I don't know why, because thinking about other games, your head bobs a bit when you're walking
an
around.
unnatural field of view, I think, combined with a head bob might throw you off.
But yeah, thanks for figuring those settings out, Toast, because they really, really did help. I didn't have any issues the last time I played. So I'm getting all the benefits of being in Raz's tribe. Because Raz is doing all the work, and I just pop in and hang around safely in the little compound and just nip out occasionally and chop some trees down and do a bit of crafting. So I don't mind jumping in, but yeah, I don't think it's one I'm going to be ploughing an awful lot of time into. A good game though. It's better than I thought it was going to be, actually, because I didn't play any of it when it was in game preview. So it looks better and plays better than I actually thought it would.
They did upgrade the graphics and stuff. They done an update, like a TLC update or something, like Tender Love and Care. Made all the dinos look better and all that sort of shit. But
because I think the last thing I saw for it was the review for it running on the Switch, and apparently that's not good. Yeah, but it's a much better looking game than I thought it was going to be. So I can definitely, if that's your sort of game, I can definitely see why people really get stuck in and like spend a lot of time in there.
It makes me see the logic behind people that play Minecraft, basically.
Yes, Minecraft with dinosaurs and for adults. Oh, and what I remember, I am drinking wheat beer. That's what's on the label. That's what it says on the label, wheat beer. It's Co-op home brand. So excitingly named. It's really good though. It's really nice. I think I prefer it to Blue Moon actually. And the bottles are bigger. 500ml. So that's a bit of a nicer size. That's about it for me this week. How about you, Toast?
Fucking guess.
Ark.
Yeah. I mean, the wheat beer kind of leads into it because last night I just tamed a fucking animal by feeding it wheat beer.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
That's something that the only thing you can use to tame it is to run up and give it the beer.
Can you rename the animal?
Yep.
Name it Surf. Or banana bread.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Fuck it. It's a pain in the dick getting into the farming side of things. Like, I just do the taming mostly. So I basically made a saddle for milk in return for enough wheat beer to tame this thing. Because you have to like grow the crops, then you need to put it over a fucking fire to dry it out. A preserving campfire or something, and then you need to fucking mix it in a barrel, some fermenting barrel, with something else and wait for fucking whatever, and then yeah, it's just a pain in the dick that I can't be bothered dealing with. But nah, it's just been, apart from Ark, it was just stuff I played with last weekend. So like we jumped into mini golf, I think.
Yeah, we did last week.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit fuzzy. That fucking night went on a bit too long for me.
That was a good one, if I remember rightly. There's quite a lot of us.
We've done mini golf. Yeah. I can't remember if we've done anything else. We've done Jackbox, definitely, because I ended up on Jackbox with fucking Bear's wife and his cousin or some shit, I think.
Okay.
And
Still
I can't
friends,
remember.
right?
I think so. I've been talking away. I can't remember the shit was said, but who knows? It's Jackbox. Everybody was in the same mindset. I can remember that much at least. So we were all hitting out with the same sort of stuff. So nobody should have took offence. Nah, I wanted to try and fucking find time if play Yakuza or fucking this or that or the next thing. I'm almost there. I just need a few more things in Ark, and then I can sort of like sit back, and I've got an egg farm on the go, so I can let that all do its work for me, and I don't need to actually put in all the time as much, and can play other things.
I'm looking now. Apparently you've played 37 days, 6 hours, but I'm assuming that also includes the time in preview.
Yeah, well, I hope so, because I've only had the server for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Fucking. No, my foot, like, I've been off work with my foot, so I just sleeps went out the fucking window. Although I had to go to work today, and I couldn't get to sleep because I'd fucked everything up. So I stayed up and then just worked, and then came home and got my 3 hours in. But now I'm drinking that fucking knockoff Kraken stuff that I drink every so often. That fucking one from Aldi.
Yeah. Straight?
Nah, just with Pepsi.
Okay, with Pepsi Ginger again.
Coca-Cola. Nah, just normal Pepsi.
Okay.
What about you, Castle? Hopefully more interesting.
Let's see. What my week consists of? Well, I turned 36 today. So I'm getting older. And my wife was kind enough to. I take off work at my birthday every year because I don't feel like working on my birthday. And so my wife was cool and let us take the kids still to daycare, and I got a good gaming session in. So today is the day I put a lot of time in multiple games, whereas most of the week I only played Destiny 2. I fell back into that.
Back on that one.
I mean, I gotta admit, there's a lot more to do in that game than I thought there was. So I think they definitely made it a lot better than what it was, and I'm enjoying it. And it's kind of fun, I think, also because Kabowski and Shine are also playing through it now. So it gives me somebody to play with as well. But so I played that, and I just on Monday, I stepped into the Gambit game mode with Cabo. And holy shit, man, that game mode is fun. It's a very well done mix of PvP and PvE, but not too strong of a PvP element. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like just enough to like change things up in the game while you're playing. And it's a lot of, I mean, I just really like that game mode.
Every certain time limit or something? They can invade for a certain, like a short
Yeah.
period or some shit.
Yeah, when they invade, I think they only invade for like maybe 2 minutes, if that, and then like, or if they get killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like you can have someone that's freaking insanely good at PvP and just come in and just like ruin the fun for you, kind of thing. But what's good about having someone that's good is when they go in there, if they have a prime evil, you pretty much got to collect enough motes to summon a prime evil, and then whichever team kills the prime evil first wins the round. But if an invader kills you or a teammate, every time they get a kill, the prime evil gains life back. So it's pretty cool. So that's why you want someone decent at PvP to go invade over there. But you can invade multiple times throughout the match. But I mean, I really enjoyed that game mode, and I think that's what kind of like got the itch back. You know what I mean? Playing that and enjoying it, and then Iron Banner is this week, so I've been playing that and just doing the like everything that I can get like powerful gear in kind of thing. Like not putting a ton of time into it, but like when I know I'm only going to be on for like an hour, it's like easy to go on there and just chase like one piece of gear thing. Besides that, I pretty much played that all week, really. And then today I put a good 4-hour session into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And would have played more if I wasn't like, I want to make sure I get some Sunset Overdrive knocked out today. Because I played, like, that game is really good and it really sucks you in. It's like I all of a sudden looked at the clock and was like, holy shit, I've been playing this for 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, tell me about it. How far from the campaign are you? So,
but I got to experience some stuff that Toast talked about in the beginning when he was playing this. I had sex with the old lady.
All right, yeah.
yeah. So I've been like, I've been trying to treat this the way I treated Red Dead, where I'm not chasing like the contracts and stuff, but like anytime I see an explanation point over like this, I've been doing like pretty much little side quests plus the story quest. So if I see a character that I can like get a quest from, I'll go do that before I leave an area, try to knock all them out, and then move on to the next area kind of thing. Man, I really like that game, and I really like the way Assassin's Creed has evolved with these past 2 games. Like, and I hope it just keeps going that direction of more RPG elements.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah, and then I played more Destiny 2 today before I got off with Shine and Charlie Mops. Played some Iron Banner. So, but I mean, other than that, I can't. What was it? Oh, my cat. Found out what was wrong with my cat. I know you guys saw me talking about it in Discord. She was limping and stuff, but the limp went away, so we still took her to the vet though because she's lost weight and she has a hyperthyroid. So now I gotta every day, me and my wife have to catch a cat and open its mouth and shoot a pill in its throat, which is fun.
Well, that will be fun.
Yeah. So, but you know, she needs to gain weight, and it's like something like whatever they measure that in, like 4 and above is high. And hers was 14, so Jeez. It's like super active, and that's why she like you can feel her like bones and stuff when you pick her up. That's how skinny she is right now. So, but that's how it happens when pets get older, I guess, you know. But, and what I'm drinking tonight is one of my favorite beers out there. They only release it once a year. It's from Trogs Brewery in where are they in? Hershey, Pennsylvania, and it's called Nugget Nectar Ale. It is just 7.5%. It's delicious. They get these. I forgot what kind of fucking. It's a specific type of shit. Brain fart here.
Hop.
Yeah, thank you. It's a specific type of hop that they get in once a year, and then they brew this beer with it, and then but it's also made with pine resin and mango. It's fucking delicious. Easy drinking, but can put you on your ass pretty quick kind of beer.
Yes, I would say 7%. That's quite strong.
Yeah, 7.5.
Wow.
Open another. So, but other than that, that's all I've been up to this week. I was going to go through some real quick reminders that we do have a Patreon. So if you want to support the show, it's a great way to support the show, and you're automatically entered into our contest giveaway that we do at the beginning of, is it every other month now because we're below our goal kind of thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Below the goal, so it'll be every other month.
Yeah. And you don't have to be a patron to win that. If you join our Discord, which there will be links in the show notes, if you join our Discord and listen live to that episode, you will also be entered for a chance to win. We also, another way you can support the show is that we have merch over at merchroom.com/collections/16OZ. You can use promo code 16OZ for a 10% discount on your total purchase. I do have a shirt from there, and it is good quality. It's gone through a couple washes, and the logo has not faded. So that's good, because sometimes you get shirts and you wash them once or twice and then shit starts cracking, and that's just a shitty print job. But these guys do good work. So again, join us on Discord, and you can join in on all the fun. And now we will go into the news. First up, I'm going to assume this is like probably the big news that a lot of people are talking about this week, because I can't really think of too much shit going on right now. EA commits to the dark side. The open world Star Wars game being developed at EA's Vancouver studio has been canceled. Sources taking Kotaku have indicated that the game was canceled due to the need to release a title sooner that would have been possible with a large MMO. It's a matter of turning the title into a smaller, more focused affair. This has triggered speculation that EA needs to get a game out before they lose the license.
Yeah, they need to just hurry up and lose the fucking license.
Yeah, please do.
I think anyone think they're not going to lose the license when it comes up for renewal?
Oh fuck! They lost it. They've lost it. I mean, I don't see. God.
I don't know even who I'd love to take over. I'd just like to see a different publisher make a game each fucking couple of years and see what one sticks that we want a sequel to the most or something, then give it to them or some shit.
Yeah, I probably need to do that, because I can't think who they could give it to that would be popular. Because Disney don't do their own games anymore, do they? So they can't do it in-house. So they've got to give it to someone.
I mean, Activision could make something good, or they could fuck it. Same for Ubisoft. Don't think Rockstar give a fuck about doing games for other people. Nah. I mean, I don't know who it'd go to. Fuck.
Definitely not EA.
Yeah, I mean, I think your idea is great. Like, why not just like sign a couple different studios to make a couple different games and release them? Not back to back, space enough to get an idea of how well they do, and then pick a publisher / studio to work at. You know what I mean?
Or maybe just going forward, don't put all your eggs in one basket and let numerous developers publish Star Wars games.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Organic. I know he doesn't want me to call him that, but that's what he mentioned in chat, is that he thinks they'll go the Marvel route and not let the license be tied to a publisher and have anyone pitch an idea. I mean, might be smart because you won't have to go through this mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's really backfired, doesn't it? I mean, EA have dropped.
Or does Kingdom Hearts fucking sell enough that they go, look, you just take the license and do something with it? Because that is Disney.
That is true. I don't know. But I mean, don't you think as a publisher, your ass would do everything you can to make sure that you kept the license to fucking Star Wars. Oh, excuse me, I burped. Star Wars. Like,
I mean,
come
they
on,
tried
just
to,
that.
but they also got greedy because they had Star Wars.
True. I mean, like, that name itself just sells shit, you know?
Yeah, it does. Well,
I know they
used to,
backtracked on
not so much as
Battlefront
it used to.
stuff quickly, but that was a whole pay-to-win thing. That was them thinking they could squeeze more out of it because of the fucking Star Wars name, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Although I think with Battlefront 2, I have a feeling Disney probably nailed them to the wall a bit on that one. I think Disney probably just had almost a bigger say on the debacle of the loot boxes and stuff that EA did. But I think Disney probably just let the wolves get to EA rather than take any of the bad press themselves. I could be wrong there, but I think Disney probably knew more about what was going on than came out.
It's everybody's best fucking guess, basically. Nobody fucking knows, really.
Nope.
Or Garrick is saying he wants Pod Racer VR. That'd be fucking fun.
That would be fun. Oh, and in VR, yeah.
That original pod racing. Well, I don't know if it was the original one, but there was a pod racer game I played on the PC. So it was like maybe 5 or so years before the 360. If I'm trying to like get the timeline right, but that in VR would be fucking great.
Like the very first Star Wars game, the one where you used to do the trench run. But that would be pretty good in VR.
I think that's basically the only Star Wars game I've played, to be honest, apart from the most recent Battlefronts. So yeah, I don't know.
That was a big one. I remember that. That would be pretty cool in VR. Nice trench run game. But were either of you really looking forward to the MMO game, or were you sort of it's probably not going to be very good?
I didn't even really know it was coming. I knew Respawn were doing something with Star Wars, and that was it. I knew there was other people, but I didn't know what any of them were doing.
Yeah, Respawn's doing more so another Knights Republic type style game, I think, is what I remember. But yeah, I heard about the MMO.
Something about Sith or some shit.
Yeah. I would play a Star Wars MMO if it's done well, you know. But
I mean, I would play any MMO if it's done well. The fact that it's Star Wars doesn't make me any more interested. That's just me, obviously. There's a lot of Star Wars fans out there.
Yeah, for a lot of people. If it's got Star Wars on the front, they'll play it.
I mean, the last true MMO I played was Neverwinter, and I really enjoyed Neverwinter. But
I mean, I played ESO online, but I would not even count that as a proper MMO. It's shite.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Before that, it was EverQuest 2 that I played on the PC. I think it was basically that and World of Warcraft were the only two I'd heard of at that point in time. Fuck it.
Yep. Well, EA, or Vancouver Studio, whichever one's fault it is. I guess you can. Do you blame EA or just their Vancouver studio?
I probably blame EA because they're going to tell the studios what they want, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very least the studio would have went to them and they would have okayed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
And I bet you, with Battlefront 2, they would have developed it and gone to EA and they said, oh yeah, that's really brilliant, but what we really want, add loot boxes.
yeah. Add loot boxes.
Add loot boxes.
You can only be one character that you can only create so many faces. The rest you have to buy.
Yeah.
I wonder about that though. Is that like an EA decision, or do these studios have like a fucking revenue-based team that
I would think
implement these
so.
ideas? I don't even know the makeups of fucking game studios or anything like that.
I mean, that's one of the big things about Bungie and Activision, wasn't it? It was like how much was down to Bungie and how much was down to Activision. It's like we don't really know where the division is, do we, on who gets to decide what goes in the game. Yeah,
I can see Bungie pulling the Eververse store for from the next game. Whether it's their thing or it was Activision's, I think they'll pull it just to save face.
Yeah.
PC.
And then if it fucking
not PC, public
goes flying off the shelves again, it might return.
And
then we'll realise that it wasn't fucking Activision, it was fucking Bungie all along.
Yeah, that's a good call, actually. That's a nice, easy win for them.
Also, it depends on what their plan is. Are they planning on just putting out one more Destiny and then having that last for a long time? Because if so, they're going to have microtransactions in some sort, or like a subscription.
Some other companies funding them to do another game.
Yeah, didn't they?
The Chinese company, I can't remember their name, but they're a big ass Chinese company, made $100 million investment in the Bungie back in June.
So Tencent, is it?
Very probably.
What's that?
It's
not Tencent.
Yeah, it is Tencent. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah. Right, well, that's that game fucked.
But see, I don't know what that money's for. But if it's for Destiny, then yeah, there's going to be microtransactions because that's trying. I mean, that's what they're all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we covered it before. Like Tencent probably own part of Activision. They own fucking a part of everything.
Yeah, I think they probably own a part of everything. How many is it going to be for the next big Destiny 3 reveal when they at the end go? And it's a mobile game.
But see, that was back
play with a battle pass.
I mean, that was back in June that they got that investment. So I don't know if that was towards making another title. If they might, who knows? They might have lost that money too. If that's part of an Activision deal as well. I don't know. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, well, fuck, they're still tied to a big fucking publisher.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting jaded about fucking absolutely everything now. So.
How old are you? You can't be. I'm supposed to be the jaded one, mate.
Hey, I'm fucking turning 30 this year.
You're supposed to have youthful enthusiasm, and I'm supposed to be the old jaded fart. This is the wrong way around.
Well, speaking of games, I'm
jaded before, like 6 months prior, I'm jaded, but see, like, in a month or two build up to it, I'll always pre-order. That's my fucking weakness.
Well, I pre-ordered
and then not play the DLC.
Yep.
Speaking of games that Toaster is jaded towards, the Division 2 campaign length has been revealed.
This I'm not jaded. I just think I'm going to prefer Anthem.
I had to make up some type of segue. Massive Entertainment and Red Storm Entertainment have stated the game's story content will take approximately 40 hours for players to beat in either solo or co-op mode. The ESRB rating has confirmed the game will feature intense violence, including brutal takedowns on NPCs during cutscenes. Players will also see drug paraphernalia and references, as well as blood and realistic gunfire.
40 hours seems a lot longer than Division 1, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think Division 1 might have took maybe 20, 25 hours.
I'd say in the region of 20. But I'm going to check that how long it beat thing.
Yeah. But, I don't know about you guys. I really liked the first Division. I mean, that was the game all four of us, Raz included, started playing a lot together.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Division's listed as 21 hours. So
21 hours. Okay.
I mean, one of the favourite things for me was going up through the story. After that is when it became stale because the grind was too short for me, sort of thing. So
gotcha.
With it being a double-length story, that's got me more interested.
Yeah, and then I don't know, everything that I've seen and they revealed, like some of the stuff they changed to the Dark Zone, it's gonna be like almost the same old Dark Zone, except for it's a little different because it sounded like they were, I guess, leveling out players or something. So like when you go rogue, like you can't just like fucking be this badass guy that constantly heals himself and kills everybody without getting damage or whatnot.
See, that's the thing that fucking confused me because already it was banded by level. Because it was like 12 to 15, whatever, and then when you hit max level, then it was open for everybody. So maybe they're going to band it by power levels after max level, because remember, like, that was the issue. Like, somebody would just finish the story and be level 20, I think, or level 30, whatever the max was, versus somebody that had got all the high-powered fucking gold gear. But they were still level 30, they just had a higher power level sort of thing. And then they could tear people apart. So maybe they're limiting it that way. And
yeah, I'm not sure. Like when I watched that Dark Zone like reveal trailer thing, like they made it sound like it's gonna be a level playing field. But
I mean, again, this is coming from my fucking approach of hammering fuck out of it in the first 3 months, and then it gets quality of life updates fucking for the next 2 years that I never see.
Don't hammer it out. Try not hammering one game out. Just try.
I can't not do it. I get involved, and then I just have to see it through.
But are you guys stoked for this game, or?
I am. I think it's mainly because, like you were saying earlier, it's where we all really met and started playing together. So the Division's got sort of a weird place in my heart. I think it's going to be a good game, and I really enjoyed. I think it was one of the first games I really started playing co-op with other people. So
yeah.
Who was the other dude we always played with? It's disappeared from the face of the earth.
Oh fuck, Adlife.
Adlife.
Yeah. Hopefully he's doing well. We played with him. Yeah, that was like every day. All of us would like get together and play.
Yeah, it was good times. Yeah. So yeah, I'm high hopes. But I think, like you, Chase, I think I'm a bit more excited for Anthem at this stage. I think maybe just because it's new.
I think for me, Anthem will be the one that keeps me playing longer. That's the only thing between the two. I'm sure I'll enjoy them both. I just think if Anthem can in any way capture the same, like with Destiny being new, I fucking hammered that sort of thing, then come the second game I wasn't as interested. I think it's the same case for Division. I know I'll hammer it, but it's the second game, so I'm not as interested. Whereas Anthem, I'll be fucking, it'll all be brand new, and I'll fucking want it to be the best at this, that, and the next thing. Before I realise how fucking pointless it is, because something that comes out later on that fucking minimises all the fucking hours I put in or some shit.
I'm excited for Division 2. I think I'll put a lot of time in it, but I am, like you guys, I am also more excited about Anthem, because I think Anthem's more up my alley of like far distant sci-fi opposed to near future sci-fi.
Plus having a 4-player co-op instead of Destiny's 3 will be fucking great. yeah, definitely. That's one thing that Bungie needs to rethink about that game. Do 4. How hard is it to do 4-player co-op? Add a new class. Why not?
Well,
some other Guardian shows up all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to them, but I am rather nervous about the flying around in the Champions, because you know me, I'm flying.
I have a feeling if it's a main mechanic, they're going to make it rather.
Yeah, it won't
easy.
be like EA flying where it's a bolt on. I think, I'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
But it's like,
it won't be like it won't be like Battlefront or GTA.
Again, guys.
Well, I think I don't think you can crash in that technically. I think you just basically land if
you probably do, don't you? You probably
in your
just
suit.
Yeah.
You just
the thing that's going to fuck me, I think, at first is watching the cooldown mechanic. I'll end up flying for too long and burning out. Because you notice in all the gameplay videos they dive into water. That's to stop the suit overheating.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that. That's a pretty cool mechanic they added then.
Yeah, like you've got unlimited fuel. So you can keep flying for your whole level. You just have to manage it in bursts by keeping it cool sort of thing. Like the same way like in any game where you get like a big fucking chain gun or something. It's got unlimited ammo, but you can't continuously fire or overheats.
And then Anthem's beta, it's a closed beta, I think, but it's next weekend.
Yeah, I think it is.
Right? Don't they have beta next weekend? I thought somebody mentioned that because I was like, oh shit, looks like I'm spending $5 next weekend.
Is that the first one? Because they're doing 2, aren't they?
Yeah.
First one.
Well, don't quote me on that, but I think the weekend of the 25th and 26th that there is a closed beta for Anthem, but then February 7th is the closed beta for the Division 2, which if you pre-order, you automatically get access, or you can go to the website and sign up there and hope to get an invite, or do what a lot of people we know do, and that's order a hard copy on Amazon, claim the code, and then cancel your order.
Yep, that fucking works every time.
Yep. You don't have to spend $5. Well, you wouldn't be able to with Division anyway, because it's in Ubisoft. But moving on to another publisher, publisher, I guess they're a publisher, Epic. Epic Pals just gets bigger and bigger. Super Data Research reports that Fortnite made $2.4 billion in 2018.
That should be
18, almost $1 billion more than Dungeon Fighter Online, which made $1.5 billion, the second game in the top free-to-play games by revenue of 2018. $2.4 billion. On a free-to-play game.
Crazy, yeah.
So do you think the success of Fortnite, how much do you think that's going to impact other games to start this free-to-play model with microtransactions? Like, besides in the console PC market, not the mobile market, because we know there's a million of those out there.
I don't like Fortnite Battle Royale at all, but it's a fucking generation-defining game. It's not just a fucking game of the year or anything like that. It's going to have ripple effects in all aspects that it touches for the next fucking 10 years at least.
Yeah, I mean, every publisher's got to be looking at those numbers. Thinking,
Battle Pass is already fucking flying into games, whether it's a paid-for game or not. Rocket League has it. Fucking, I know Paladins has it. I'm sure other ones have fucking similar things as well.
Blackout.
Oh yeah, Blackout. Whenever fucking Battlefield launches, I've still not even booted up that fucking game and I bought it.
I didn't mean to play it. I mean,
but whenever they launch their Battle Royale, I can't imagine there being a Battle Pass in that.
But who would have thought Epic would have used the money to take on Steam? Because I think linking it back to our discussion earlier, didn't they announce that Division 2 was not going in on Steam? It was only going to be on Epic's launch.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to be an Epic store.
More money for the publishers, basically. That's the thing. This is going to mean nothing to fucking 99% of our audience, but in Scotland, the team that I support got fucking into some legal trouble. And they get relegated away down to like the bottom division in all the leagues, and their fucking rival, which we'll compare them to Steam basically, had a monopoly on the fucking league, and they could just fucking keep winning it with ease. So they stopped spending money, they stopped caring and all that sort of shit, and got complacent. And then now that the fucking team makes its way back up, compare that to Epic being a challenger, it's a lot more appealing because Steam got lazy. They didn't have to pander to developers, they didn't have to fucking pay publishers a big cut because they were the only people, so they didn't have to put in any of the effort sort of thing. And I think now Epic have came in, they're offering a much better percentage for fucking every publisher, never mind big publishers, because that's the big main thing. I think Steam only offers their big discount when you sell over a certain unit, whereas Epic offer the same discount regardless of what you sell, and it beats even Steam's best discount sort of thing.
Yeah, like the
publishers wise.
And the share between Epic and the publisher is like something ridiculous, where I think Epic's only getting like 10% of the sales or whatever, and the publishers get like 80 or 90. I can't remember.
Yes,
there's a big difference anyway. That means that publishers are always going to pick Epic.
Yeah,
and the fact that Fortnite is behind Epic and has the fucking biggest single player base behind Minecraft means publishers aren't probably nervous or scared to fucking back them, because they know that oh shit, these people play Fortnite. If they ever play it on PC, that means they play it with the Epic Launcher now. So fucking they'll see our game.
I think you get free games if you sign up for the Epic Launcher as well, don't you?
There's been a bunch. They do like a fucking... I don't know if there's I don't even think it's a membership. I was going to say it might be like Amazon Prime game, like the Twitch Prime stuff, but I think it's just they give you free shit.
If you've got an account, client. I think they do.
Yeah.
Should really set one up to get that done.
And Organic's pointing out, how he was at Target and there's a massive area of Fortnite toys. You see Fortnite everywhere. It's just Fortnite V-Bucks. Like, God, man. Kids doing the fucking dances everywhere you go. Like,
I mean, I don't think there's been a week where we haven't had something about Fortnite in the news. So we've not always included it, but it's always been in the news.
I mean, if this was the late 80s, early 90s, there would have been an early morning cheap cartoon TV series.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. They would have been on like right after the X-Men and the Tick.
Yeah.
And Fox.
It's just nuts. How fucking... There's never been a video game that's fucking done this much.
No,
like we spoke about this time fucking 6 months ago or something, how there's all fucking all the athletes are fucking or in whatever sport are celebrating by doing Fortnite dances and
yeah
like
every
I don't think
any
I've
social
ever seen
media.
anybody act out a fucking game thing in a celebration apart from one MMA guy done some Pokemon celebration where he like fucking had that dickhead's Ash's hat and pretended to like roll a Pokeball at his knocked out enemy and capture him.
That's pretty fucking great.
Yeah, but I mean, whereas every other fucking week you're seeing somebody scored a touchdown and started fucking doing a Fortnite dance, like that stupid thing where they hop about and kick one leg and one arm.
Yeah, you move your fist and your arm, your leg together. Yeah, that's like the most popular one that everyone does.
The same in fucking soccer or actual football over here.
I can't remember what podcast it was, but I know there was a guy talking on it saying he was like a chaperone at his son's first high school dance, and he sort of said it made him laugh because just like every kid at the high school dance was just doing Fortnite dances because that's the only dances they know. So there's just a hall full of kids doing Fortnite dances at their high school.
No sports team is better at celebrations than an Icelandic football team. You know which one I'm talking about? They do like capturing
highlight
the fish.
videos on YouTube.
Yeah, the guys are fucking amazing.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, the catching the fish one.
Yeah, they do the catching a fish, riding a bicycle. Like it's like the whole team gets together and does the whole. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they must spend more time practicing that than fucking free kicks and stuff.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, one place you might not find Fortnite is in a garage sale. Are you regretting that garage sale? Heritage Auctions has started putting classic video games under the hammer. A high quality copy of The Legend of Zelda sold for $3,360, while a copy of Excite Bike sold for $1,140. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I know.
Yes. NES and SNES games tend to sell for more than Sega games, as Nintendo used flimsy cardboard boxes, which mean good quality games are much rarer.
See, that's the point where it just loses me. The game fucking works, it's good quality. It doesn't matter about the fucking packaging.
It's like
for all this collectible shit.
It can't be opened.
Like, I know that it's all fucking what determines it, like if it's mint condition or that,
pristine or whatever the word is.
I'm not a collector, so it means fuck all to me. Like, if I was getting it, I would get it for nostalgia's sake to play occasionally. I wouldn't get it to fucking put on a shelf and look at.
I remember a couple of years ago, I went into... This is back when I was still living in Maryland. There's a place called Power Gamer over in, I think the Glen Burnie area of Maryland. But I went in there and I was just like, I really want the first Final Fantasy. And they had it like out of the box cartridge. And it was like $65. I was like, fuck you guys. It's like I'll just keep going to like fucking flea markets and stuff, and I might find one for like 10 somewhere that someone doesn't know what they got. But yeah, it's insane how expensive these old games can still cost.
I think the one that always makes me laugh is apparently, was it Halo 2? The standard edition is actually worth more than the like collector's edition, because at the time everyone bought the collector's edition because they thought I want the collector's edition, and nobody bought the standard one. So apparently the standard edition is now worth tons more than the collector's edition because it's
Are you serious?
that much right. Yeah, because at the time everyone bought the more expensive tin case collector's edition, and nobody bought the bog standards. Standard one.
You said Halo 2, right?
I think it's Halo 2, yeah.
Okay. All right. I would say my brother-in-law has the first Halo still. Like someone picked it up at a, I think it was his mother-in-law or something, picked it up at a garage sale thinking that he could play it now.
Oh, bless.
But it's Combat Evolved. But that might even be worth some money.
Is there anything you remember having that you think might have been worth quite a lot now if you kept hold of it and hadn't got rid of it?
I mean, all my shit was fucking... my PlayStation was chipped, so it was all fucking fake games that I got off of somebody. My fucking Nintendo, I had the converter to play the Japanese or the American cartridges. Sort of thing, because you could get fakes of them, but you couldn't get fake European cartridges for some reason. So I had one Japanese cartridge that was like fucking every game on the SNES in one sort of thing. This was obviously after the fact, like how it had been out for a while. So nothing rare for me, I don't think.
No, I don't think I had anything really.
I mean,
like you.
I still have my Sega Dreamcast and the original Soul Calibur. Original Soul Calibur would sell, I would think, for something.
Probably. Especially because Dreamcast wasn't a big seller at the time either, was it? So there's probably quite a small number of those. So,
yeah. So, but yeah, like Nintendo, my Nintendo and Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis stuff, because I didn't pick up the Super Nintendo, I had a Sega Genesis. That stuff I was like a younger age and did not take care of it.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So, so if anything, it would probably be like my PS1 games would possibly like Xenogears or Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, all those type of things that are probably harder to get your hands on nowadays. But now they're doing fucking relaunches of that shit anyway. Well, not Xenogears.
I mean,
but
shit,
like,
should we just get a couple of Xbox One fucking discs? Because everything's digital now, that it's going to actually be rare.
It'd probably be really rare, won't they, going forward?
Yeah,
if you've got
pretty good
something
point.
on disc from this era.
Or even if the fucking maybe next generation is the last generation of discs, so that might be the rarest in the end.
Yeah, it'll be like the vinyl thing that's going on now. Like everyone buying vinyl, it would be like the opposite. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like instead of vinyl, everyone wants to get their hands on actual video game discs.
I mean, discs wise, I've got Assassin's Creed Black Flag 4 unopened. Is that going to be worth something?
Well, you'd be surprised. It might well be.
You might want to look. You never know.
Yeah.
That won't be worth fuck all. Have you seen the fucking Unity codes? They can't even get rid of them for 99 cents.
The Unity codes. Oh, Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah,
it had potential if they put more work into it.
Especially if it's unopened.
I mean, maybe fucking 40 years down the line or something, but right now.
Oh, yeah, right now, yeah. So.
Yeah.
God,
but that is the only disc I've got, apart from a copy of Skyrim my brothers gave me that I've fucking refused to put in.
Well,
fucking disc tray.
Well, speaking of collectibles, UK Dark Souls fans should just start saving up their fucking money now, because a Dark Souls Trilogy Collector's Edition is available to pre-order in the UK for... Is that the equivalent of $578 American, yeah. So $449. Is that pound?
Pounds,
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fucking
man, I did
insane.
It.
That is
Who would
insane.
say that for 3 games?
I know, for 3 games. That is just complete nuts.
It is It's only available in the UK.
Well, I think fucking Bob or something would fucking pay that.
Boomerang Bob's a big collector.
Yeah, he collects. It's
Always has
probably
been.
expensive because of the fucking figure. But
Yeah. So for your $449, pounds, you get all 3 games and DLC. Well, that's good. 6 hours of soundtrack music, a 460-page compendium outlining all the enemies, weapons, items, and even all the NPC dialogue, plus maps, all that bullshit. And of course, a 27-inch Elite Knight and bonfire statue. Does not sound like it's worth that much money to me.
449 quid, that's just crazy. I don't know. I bet you it's out. I think the
100 for that.
I think the article said 2,000 available. So I bet it'll sell like hotcakes.
It'll sell like hotcakes, and then like people will be putting it on eBay and shit, trying to make even more money off of it.
Was it Devil May
Fuck,
Cry?
that's a lot.
$8,000.
My wife would divorce me if I spent that kind of money on 3 video games.
I know. 3 old video games.
3 old video games.
What's that? Devil May Cry at $8,000 edition
with a coat that's made to fit. Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck that.
Did any of you see the Saints Row 4 $1 million edition?
What?
I'm sure it was something like $1 million.
I seem to remember seeing that in the paper. Yeah. Was it? Yeah. Oh, Christ. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was that? Do you think that was actual something you could? Was that a one? I remember in the UK.
I've got it here. I'm just.
Couldn't you? Wasn't there an edition where you got a free zombie-proof house? I remember.
I thought you were gonna say like a free living zombie. I mean, that might be worth it.
It was a Dying Light pre-order thing for a couple of 100,000, where you got a bunker installed in your back garden or some shit.
Zombie-proof bunker of your back garden or something. Yeah.
The super dangerous Wad edition, aka the $1 million pack for Saints Row 4. You get a full-size replica dubstep gun as seen in the game, a capsule wardrobe, a spy training day, a Hosque rescue negotiation experience, a personal shopper, a week for 2 at a hotel in Washington, 7 nights in the Royal Suite in Dubai, both with first
where
class
the money goes
flights.
right there.
Plastic surgery. What the fuck?
What?
A
You think about the
Toyota
game.
Prius with a year's free insurance and a Lamborghini Gallardo.
I mean, you're getting a lot of shit. I mean, that almost sounds worth $1 million.
But on the other hand, if you could afford to buy $1 million game, then you could probably just afford to buy all that stuff anyway. It's probably not,
how
not
many...
a bargain.
A Virgin Galactic space flight and...
Oh, that would be fucking awesome. I might get this.
This we max out the credit card.
I think that's it, basically.
So how many nights in Dubai did you say?
7, I think.
7 nights. In the
Royal
that right
Suite. That right there would cost you a shit ton of money.
Yeah, and it's first class. Like, it was 2 weeks in America, followed by the week in Dubai, and first class flights to and from each place. So,
and then a cool ass Virgin flight would be badass.
If it ever happens.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody ever bought it.
Yeah,
but I mean, a fucking. Why would you get a Toyota Prius and a Lamborghini?
Lamborghini's for driving around on weekends. Toyota Prius is for commuting to work. If you're spending that kind of money, you ain't working.
No, you're not.
Need to. Holy fuck!
I want to know what the fuck the plastic surgery is.
Is it just like one random operation?
I don't know. It's just this article I'm reading just says, we're warning you from this point things get quite extreme. Next up, plastic surgery. Actual plastic surgery.
Well, if you think about it, like, if you think about that game is fucking over the top and extreme. So it that stuff all kinds of fits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Maybe the plastic surgery, the only one you can get is it makes you look like a character out of the game.
Makes you look like make a guy look like Johnny Gat.
What if it's like plastic surgery only if you're putting tits on your body? So if you're a dude, you can only get boobs. You have to be a dude with boobs.
Yeah, you get boobs. Oh, damn.
Well, and on that note, let's move into community questions. Oh shit! Let's see who. Let me get in the right room here. I always forget to go into the room right before. First up comes from our buddy Organic, and this is what he says. It's a little long. Listen to it all. You guys covered a lot of thoughts on Destiny and what the split means for it. There were a lot of people saying Microsoft should bring them back, which really makes no sense at all, but it got me thinking a bit. What if they were to strike an exclusive deal similar to what they did with the previous two on PS4, but the big difference is having it come to launch on Game Pass? If they could lock that in and announce it at the same time as premiering a new console, that really could be a major shift that Microsoft needs. Do you think this is possible? And also a next-gen game changer? I would say with... Go ahead, Toast.
I mean, I think it could be possible. I think Microsoft might fucking be stupid enough to put enough money into it, and the public are stupid enough to fucking go for Destiny 3, including me. I'll get fucking bought by the hype again.
I'm already there.
So if they could lock that in a game, like if that could be a fucking perfect strategy for any game going forward. Like they get the DLC rights and it launches on Game Pass. I know it would cost them money, but it depends. I mean, it depends how much they're willing to fucking chase the deficit that there are with PlayStations right now. Because it might, I mean, they've already done a shitload of fucking stuff to get trust back and all that over the past couple of years, I would say. But I think next gen is still going to be PlayStation from the start, just because they outnumber it like fucking 3-1 or something at this point. So
yeah.
Fucking, you're not going to get 2/3 of people changing their mind and buying another console. If you get 1/3, that's a fucking amazing step, but that still means PlayStation has a vast majority. So they might still be trying to do more things to chase fucking customers back, basically. And that would be the best way to do it, a Game Pass.
Yeah. Now, do you know what? Like, it was Major Nelson and Phil Spencer both tweeted at Bungie about their breakup, and it was they were kind of vague things, but it was kind of gave that like impression of like, hey ex-girlfriend, how you doing? You know, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So like, and then like, I think the reason why Bungie left, it was a different guy running, you know, the game side of Microsoft. Now you got Phil Spencer, who I think has a very good reputation. He is a gamer himself, so he might be able.
Was the main reason not basically they wanted to make Destiny, but
yeah, that's part of it.
Microsoft wanted them to keep making Halo.
Yeah, Microsoft wanted them to keep making Halo, so Microsoft was like, "Well, we'll purchase the rights of Halo from you, and you can go do your thing." Yeah. So this could be a case of like, "Hey, you thought you were better off without us, but you might as well come back and look how much nicer we are. We have someone that actually knows what he's doing." And the Game Pass thing, like you said, like that's an amazing marketing tool. You know what I mean? Because they could put the game in there for only a year and then pull it if they wanted to, you know?
Yeah, or they could even fucking, I mean, with a third-party game like that, they could fucking sell consoles by saying there's 3 months, the first 3 months are free on Game Pass.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy it, you get a 50% fucking sale price
sort
of thing before it leaves Game Pass.
Now,
like, they don't need to be fucking free for perpetuity. Like, it's just the incentive to get people to dive in.
Now, the only thing that makes me think that Bungie wouldn't do this is that it could possibly limit themselves a little bit. Like, I don't know if Microsoft would be like, hey, we want you to be included in Game Pass, but you can't be sold on PlayStation, which I doubt they would do that, though, because they sell Minecraft on PlayStation and shit, because...
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I think
if
that was the deal, Bungie wouldn't take it, because
It's like Tomb Raider pissed people off with a year exclusivity. You're doing this whole thing through Game Pass where you get it free for a limited time, but it's not exclusive. It's just win-win, because you're not going to have people fucking moaning that it's not available in our system.
True.
So it's a better route than tying up exclusivity, I think, just press-wise. It's a better route, which is what they want. They want a good public image and all that sort of shit to get people on board.
Yeah. I mean, like, if this... I think anything's possible right now with them leaving Activision. Like, but are they in the mindset that they want to do it themselves? I
mean, are we definitely getting a Destiny 3.
Yeah. But this is the thing, is like, when it comes to...
I know that was Activision's plan, a 10-year fucking plan. But now that they've split, is it being confirmed Destiny 3 is still going to come out?
The only thing I've seen is that
Bungie
said they're committed to Destiny 2 in the long term. That's the only thing I've seen from Bungie.
So that could mean that they're going to fucking give Destiny 2 another year or two, and then this rumoured project that they got funding for might be the next time they move on to. Destiny might be dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it will, but I mean, they've not confirmed at the same time that they're still continuing with it.
Yeah. See, the other thing about that split is, like, everyone just keeps talking about the money that Activision throws out or whatever as the publisher, but a lot of people don't realize, like, the publisher also does all the marketing. They take the stands in stores, like, all that stuff. Yeah.
That market, there was numbers batting about for in the build up to the second Destiny about the marketing budget being at least like 50% of the fucking cost or more.
Yeah,
I can believe that. Yeah,
I'm sure it was Destiny that we spoke about. It was probably like this time last year or some shit, or fucking even longer than that.
So in my mind, I'm just thinking of, like, even though Bungie I wouldn't say is a small publisher, but they are, a small studio. They are a smaller studio than some of these bigger guys. I could see them possibly getting back in bed with with some sort of publisher, just to have them handle all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Organic saying, talking about, he thinks it was a 600 million ad budget for Destiny.
Jesus Christ. They didn't need that.
I mean, it makes sense though when you think about the fucking, in my shitty wee town, it was on a fucking every bus stop, never mind fucking big places like fucking Times Square, there would be ads and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
And all the ads, are they live action? I can't remember. Did they have live action ads for Destiny 2?
They did have a live action. Hang on.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, that.
Yeah, they did live action for the first one.
Yeah.
Live action was like the Halo 5 thing, I think, but they were like sliding down a hill fighting people, if I remember right. Like the intro to Halo 5 was that, and I'm sure there was a Destiny thing where they sort of done that. Like,
yeah. All right, so we're all in agreement that it's possible, but probably not going to happen, but would be cool.
I think it would be smart. I don't see it. I'd be pleasantly surprised if it happened.
I mean, it all boils down to how much money Microsoft's willing to throw out, because I'm sure there'll be a bidding war between Microsoft and PlayStation, won't there? Sony. So,
well, that PS deal with, like, the
there could have been back end handshakes
Activision.
in that as well. It could have been like, we'll let you go and do your own thing. We don't own Destiny, but how about wink, wink, nod, nod? We get the fucking DLC rights for the next game. Like, they could have already fucking shook on that or some shit as a way to get
possibly
free. Nobody knows.
Yeah, but I think the PlayStation deal was an Activision deal itself. It wasn't because you think Black Ops always gets like PlayStation always gets shit early and stuff for that.
Yeah, it was Activision, definitely. Yeah. And they just go for whoever's got the most units.
Yep.
EA have tend to favour Microsoft, and it's not fucking worked for them.
No, it hasn't.
No, well, 5.
Hopefully Anthem changes that. All right, let's move on to our next question. Comes from Goddammit Bob. Goddammit Bob asks, what is your favorite retro piece of gaming hardware? PlayStation 2, OG Xbox, GameCube, or earlier? Toast, what is your favorite? I'm thinking you're going to say, I'm going to guess, you're going to say Super Nintendo, maybe?
Yep.
Yep.
And thinking back, I know Mario's my favourite game, but my nostalgic sort of game would probably be the Home Alone on the SNES.
Home Alone?
Yep.
Did you watch that Angry Video Game Nerd Home Alone special?
Oh, that was
where Macaulay Culkin actually came and played the games with him. It was pretty good.
No, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, dude. You'll crack up. Surf,
I remember the game always freaked me out when you went down into the basement and there was like the rats, I think, and bats.
Nothing related to the movie at all.
Yeah. Or was it spiders? I don't know. There was something fucking creepy in the basement, and me being a wee guy freaked me out.
Yeah. The angry video game nerd is the concept is a pizza guy shows up and it's Macaulay Culkin as a pizza guy, and he just hangs out and plays all the Home Alone games with them.
Yeah.
I think as well, see, looking back at that, like, I never completed it, but I played it so much. Like, I don't think I would have the patience for that in a game nowadays for that. Like, if I fucking started one of these games like fucking Kingdom Hearts or Yakuza or something new, or even went into Destiny, and it just fucking slapped me about and kept making me fucking start over from the start, game over. Like, there is no game overs in gaming anymore, because I don't think people have the patience for it.
No, there's respawn or continue from last save.
I know. I mean, would you guys fucking still do game overs and start right from the start with no... Like, I know you get roguelikes where you start with perks and all that you've earned through the game, but even without that, like a total fresh start because you lost your lives.
No, I haven't got the patience anymore. I don't think I will.
I played Volgar. Do you ever play Volgar?
Oh yeah, it was like Games of Gold, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I played that over, and that's pretty much what it is. You keep going until you die. You go all the way to the beginning of the game. I mean, they call it a rage game, but like, I think I still do it because I still have that installed on my game or my Xbox, because every now and then I like jumping into it because it gives you that old school feel of.
I think it would definitely have to be something special that clicks with you.
Yeah.
I don't think any game could get away with it anymore, but that was the whole format for games back then.
Yeah, definitely. Surf, what about you, man?
Was the last really big one. I guess for me, the one I remember most... I can't remember.
Don't say Amiga 64.
I was going to say my Amiga 500, but I think the one I got the fondest memories are my Amstrad 6128. My Amstrad CPC 6128.
Did I play games off a floppy disk?
Yes, it did.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember playing.
Take these 3.5 floppy inches.
What was the hardcore floppy disk title back then, sir?
The one I remember playing most is a game called Halloween, which wasn't based on the movie at all. It was you played the bouncing pumpkin.
What?
So it was like
pumpkin.
It was like a platformer, like I don't know.
All right.
Ghouls and goblins, but you were like a pumpkin that bounced up and down, and you just had to
That's great.
Get across the screen and avoid the baddies.
This is getting me nostalgic. Is there any sort of fucking game types or genres you miss? Because I'm just thinking back, I miss click adventures.
Oh,
like where you'd have to find the clue in the fucking scene and fucking... It was mostly on PC, obviously.
Yeah.
But you'd have to click the clock to reveal something behind it, and that'd be a clue where you have to go back 5 rooms and fucking input a code or some shit.
There was an indie game that just came out not too long ago, where you like play FBI agents, and it was a click adventure game. I can't remember what it is.
Was that called? I played that.
But yeah, I totally. What was the really popular one on PC?
Is it Virginia?
What was that?
Virginia, was it?
Was that the recent one?
Yeah.
No idea.
So,
Trying to think of the really. Yeah, but yeah, Click Adventures. You don't see them anymore. Those are definitely a lot of fun. Dude, I miss. Is there any games that you actually hook up a gun and shoot at your screen anymore?
No, I don't think.
It's VR nowadays, isn't it?
I guess.
Because flat like TV
but
technology
do you get an actual
nowadays
gun
doesn't
now?
support that.
Yeah, I don't think modern TVs
You can, yeah.
do
In
that.
VR, there's an add-on called Waypoint.
Okay.
I think it is. It's a proper gun, and it's like pixel accurate sort of thing with the tracking. But yeah, the TVs don't support like Time Crisis and all that shit. Wouldn't work on a modern TV because it had to reflect into the CRT.
Yeah, that's true.
So the technology's not work. I think there's a way to replicate it, but it's not quite as accurate. I'm sure I've heard something and people aren't properly happy with it.
Besides that, that's the only thing I could think of. But if they have it in VR, but see, I wouldn't want to. I just miss the old school. Just point at my TV and shoot a gun.
Yeah,
don't think I ever sound more American.
It's probably the last one that you could still use because it tracks from the like little camera, like the Wii. That'd be it.
Yeah.
Or like if you fucking dusted off your PlayStation, you could buy a Move camera, and there's definitely titles on there where you have a gun. I mean, is there? I never fucking touched the Kinect. Is there the same idea with Kinect?
I don't think I ever saw a Kinect game where you had a gun. I don't think.
Nah, Kinect games were like cut fruit and float down rivers.
Fucking dance and shit.
And dance. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going on all sorts of fucking tangents, but I don't care. Mario Party games, you'll have seen at Castle Pummel Party. Achievement Hunter have done 2 Let's Plays now with it. And if you've not, you need to check it out.
I'll check that out.
It's Mario Party basically, but it's on the PC right now, and they're planning to bring it to consoles, but there's no timeline on it, and it would be a fucking amazing community play game.
All right.
Yeah, but
I'll have to check them out. I haven't watched those videos.
Let's Plays, yeah.
I mean, toast.
They done one. You know how that Fiona came in for a few videos, like recorded a few videos over a week. She was on the podcast 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
That was the first one, and then they brought out another one a couple of days ago.
Check them out on Monday at work.
Yep. But yeah, that's the next thing I'm fucking keeping an eye on, like Gang Beasts and that. Whenever they come to
Gang Beasts,
Xbox, are definitely going to be community play games.
Yeah, definitely. Anything Mario Party-ish, I am down to play because I love Mario Party games.
I never played the Xbox. What is it? Fusion Frenzy?
Apparently
I never played that either.
I never played it, but I haven't heard anyone say good things about it.
Well, you think it's... people supposedly look back at it with love, I thought. But there's a couple of the best mini-games from that Fusion Frenzy supposedly replicated in this. And then it's the whole Mario Party thing about you fucking roll your way about the board, but you get traps and all that so you can fuck people over, and it's not just bullshit luck-based, like Super Nintendo type shit.
I mean, Fusion Frenzy's back compat now, isn't it? But I don't think it's in Game Pass. I don't think.
It's probably in Game Pass, I would think.
It might be.
So...
Fuck, Organic Sin Gang Beasts is the end of the month. If it is, then that's next month's community play.
That will be cool.
That'd be awesome. Well, to answer, goddammit, Bob's yet. Mine's going to be...
what did he even ask?
What is your favorite retro piece of gaming hardware? I am going to say for me is the PlayStation 1, actually, because that's where I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. And Xenogears, which is still my favorite JRPG.
This fucking game again.
And it just that the PlayStation 1 is what like made me like just fall in love with JRPGs, and I actually went back and played the ones on like older consoles after playing them on there. So I would say the PlayStation 1 for me.
And just to clarify, when I go on all these tangents, that means that the question's been good, not shit, because it makes me think about so many other things.
Yeah. definitely. Yeah, it gets us all thinking. So, thank you, Bob. Great question. The next question comes from Otter. He wants to know, what IP do you wish would make a comeback from previous generation consoles, and what IP in the current gen would you like to see go away?
I think you guys might be able to guess my comeback one, because I've brought it up a good few times about favourite games and stuff.
Time Splitters.
Yep.
Yeah. Bring the time. I'm down with Time Splitters, man. Time Splitters are fucking fantastic.
I mean, I don't know if I'd fucking have the same love for it, because I don't. But I'd still want to fucking try.
Yeah. I would say for an IP to go away, was it Foxtails or whatever the fuck that shit is? Something else. Get that shit out of here.
Was that that wasn't the Zelda-like one where you're playing as a fox, is it?
No, it's like a platformer one.
The one from a couple of years back. I know the one you mean. Lucky Foxtails.
Foxtails.
Oh, that was the fucking thing that was...
That was a VR game.
What was the Facebook that VR bought? Oculus or the other one? Oculus it was. Lucky Palmer, the creator of Oculus, that was a game based on fucking his thing. Like, that was his fucking first game on VR or some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, That's why it's called Lucky's Tales, because it was Lucky Palmer.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Yeah, get that IP out of here.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
An IP to bring back? Xenogears.
What a surprise.
You surfed, do you want to see like a Pong fucking 2.5?
No, I'm going to take that back. I said that just...
I want Space Invaders back. Galaxia. As you know...
No, Actually, can I give my honest answer? Xenogears, I just said just as a joke. Time Crisis. Bring more Time Crisis back.
I would like...
And like, you'd need a camera then to track the gun, so you want Time Crisis with it, fucking proper.
More marketing, thing. Make more money.
More money.
You're welcome. Was that Capcom?
Pretty sure it was, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Capcom. Design the camera. Put more Time Crisis out there.
Fucking getting into these Japanese games, I'm fucking enjoying Capcom more and more.
They make good shit.
Is Yakuza Capcom?
Pretty sure with that name.
God, don't be Raz.
No, wouldn't surprise me. My wife is standing next to me writing a note. She's probably going to write "feed cats," and she's laughing because that's exactly what she's writing.
No, it's Sega and Deep Silver. It's not Capcom.
Ah, damn. I am a racist.
You're a racist.
There was... the fucking Resident Evil 2. That's what's been on our mind, Capcom-wise. That's Capcom, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Capcom, yeah.
Yeah, that fucking... see, when I watched, again, Achievement Hunter fucking playthrough of that one-shot demo, I just bought it there on the spot. It's like,
dude, it looks great, don't it? It looks fucking fantastic.
And then Bob put up the pictures of the fucking... Like, I hadn't played the old ones. The first one I played was 7. And he put up the pictures of the fucking before, where it's like the kind of top-down view of the tank controls compared to like the actual Resident Evil 7 engine. It's like a brand new game. Like,
dude.
It's not a fucking... Because I didn't know it before, I just assumed, it's a fucking HD facelift remake of the same thing. But no.
They remade the fucking entire game, dude. It's fucking
and it's
awesome.
not even full price. It's $35 over here.
probably
Probably $39.99 or something over there.
I just got some B-Day money. If I don't run out of beer before Monday, then maybe I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a fucking premium thing that's like 10 more, but it's just like playing on your nostalgia. I think it's like, if you order it, you get this original skin for this character and this weapon and shit like that. Yeah, there's no like extra story stuff tied behind it or anything. So for once, I went for the fucking cheaper version because I had no nostalgia.
All right, Surf. What's your IP you want to bring back, and what's the one that you get rid of?
Not going too far back, I guess. I would really like a really good reboot of Dead Space. I love those 3 games, but I think it was turning off a bit by number 3. A really good modern reboot of Dead Space, I think I would love.
Again, that's another one I didn't play. It's like a horrorcore game or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was sort of based because of the popularity of Resident Evil 4. So it's definitely
pretty
like
good.
A survival horror. It's sort of like Dark Horror does jump scares with limited ammo. They sort of slowly moved away from that. But I really, really enjoyed that trilogy. I would like a reboot.
I was playing the first one a couple months ago, and my wife was like sitting on the couch watching me play, and I was constantly like jumping, and I could just hear her laughing at me, like. And I was just like, you don't understand, this isn't surround sound. It's scary as fuck.
Yeah, like I fucking... With Resident Evil 7, I didn't actually play it because fucking the missus was interested in playing it. So instead, like anytime she's interested in playing, that takes priority sort of thing. So I'll watch her play sort of thing and shit like that. And it's with VR. I'm so tempted to just rebuy it on the PlayStation to play it in VR.
Dude, it'd be insane in
fucking
VR.
scare the shit
VR,
out of me.
I would imagine,
Yeah.
All right, Surf, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. No, so done. And probably one go away currently that I don't think I would miss. I don't think I'd miss if Forza Motorsport went away.
Yeah.
Oh, like the regular Forza, not the Horizon.
Forza, they just don't interest me at all. So if Microsoft could spend the money on other stuff, I wouldn't miss Forza Motorsport at all.
I mean, see, thinking like Horizon is fucking great as a racer, but the amount of time I put into it, I wouldn't care if all of Forza disappeared for a while.
No,
like,
I suppose
I've barely touched 4 compared to what I did with 3.
Yeah, assuming they've got to keep a racing game, then I'd rather have
Horizon.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you, I don't think I'd overly miss it if both of them went away, if I'm honest. Because the racing games don't interest me that much.
Yeah, Horizon scratches that itch that I get for a racing game. You know what I mean? So, and the fact that it's Microsoft Studios and included in Game Pass, I will play it every time.
Yeah.
Now, if they could
but like, I like the arcade-ish feeling of that game.
If they could tack on a really good campaign, but with the driving as good as Horizon, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I like Organic's idea. Fuck up, get Watch Dogs to fucking bring back Splinter Cell.
Oh, that'd be fucking... it'd be great.
Yeah, I would, cause I'm more into my sort of stealth side of things, I would love for Splinter Cell to come back, actually. If it wasn't Time Splitters, it would be Splinter Cell now.
Toast, you would be happy of how well I am doing it, of not just jumping into everything and killing everybody in Assassin's Creed. I've been taking out the perimeter and slowly making my way to the center on every fort.
Yeah, but the fight, like, fucking that, more praise for Assassin's Creed, but the fighting system is so good, and if you do get overwhelmed, you can get fucked. So it encourages the stealth.
Yep.
Whereas I think after like Assassin's Creed 3, after Assassin's Creed 3, they kind of got away from the stealth, where you could just start a big fuck off fight and nail everybody.
Yeah, you could just parry and kill.
With both Origins and Odyssey, it's kind of brought it back where the combat's a little bit harder, so it encourages stealth again.
Definitely.
Yeah, just the making the parry both bumper buttons makes it so much more difficult. Like if you have like 3 guys trying to fight you, trying to parry multiple people with 2 bumper buttons is not easy.
Sure. Again, going on a fucking tangent, but in Origins, I think I pre-ordered some sort of edition where I got like a poison shield, and it's like the first time I've been pissed off because I feel like the pre-order made me overpowered. So I stopped using the shield, because anytime I blocked somebody with that shield, poison damage got inflicted on them. So I could just fucking block and they would end up dying and shit like that. And I just felt shit.
That sucks.
I played Origins at the point where they did the crossover with Final Fantasy 15, and you get the Chocobo camel thing and the sword and shield from that. And I didn't switch that out the rest of the game. Nope. I was just fucking wiping the people out with that. That fucking shield and sword was so powerful.
Yeah, but you had to do something to earn that at least. I booted up the game and I fucking had this poison shield.
Yeah, at least you had to solve the puzzle to get your...
Solve a puzzle. Yeah. That wasn't very difficult.
I'm pretty sure. Even if it was difficult, it was all over Google.
Yeah, exactly. You probably found the answer on Google, no problems.
But just, it felt a bit shit.
Got you.
So...
We love Assassin's Creed games. So on to Milk. This is a good question. Milk wants to know, if you could only get one, what would you pick? Division 2 or Anthem? Would you guys go with the new IP or a familiar IP that you already like and hope it improves?
I mean, it's a shame because it would have been a good question if it was before this podcast where we've all gave our answer.
Yeah, I know. Probably going to be
all Anthem.
Yeah, it's Anthem.
Yeah.
No hate on Division 2.
No,
totally still
it's just
stoked for that.
Scheduling thing, like one game I'm more interested in over the other. I think they're both going to be good.
Shame they're so close.
Well, I have a feeling we'll all be playing that a lot.
I've pre-ordered Anthem, but
I think Anthem could be perfect for Anthem though. See, like, look, it's basically a month later or something, or half a month or some shit.
Yeah, they're very tight. They're like 2 or 3 weeks between each other.
So, knowing my playstyle, I'm going to hammer fuck out Anthem, finish the story, try get towards max level before Division comes out. Then I'll hammer Division, and when I'm got up to max level on that, Anthem are going to probably be releasing something to enhance your experience to like build up your power or some shit on top of like the original content. So it might work out perfectly. Like, if all the fucking baskets line up with the eggs and all that shit, then that'll be the way it goes. Yeah.
And all the expansions and DLC on Anthem are free, aren't they? I think they said.
Yeah.
Yep. Which means there'll probably be some sort of like microtransactions in it. Did they say there weren't going to be microtransactions?
I thought they said. Did they say no or only for cosmetics?
Firm stance on it at some point about.
Okay. I thought maybe there would be a possibility of cosmetics.
I've got nothing against cosmetics. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's how Fortnite makes its fucking money.
Yep. 100%.
If you want to buy an emote or a dance or, I don't know, just
go for
skin, but it doesn't affect your power level in any way, then that's absolutely fine.
Yep. All right. Next question comes from Scottman71, and he wants to know, with the success of 2 previous third-party PlayStation exclusives coming to Xbox, No Man's Sky and Nier, do you see many more third-party PlayStation exclusives making the same move in the future?
See, with that question, I think it's been PlayStation's marketing's fucked people. Yeah. I don't think they're third-party exclusive. I think it was a Tomb Raider deal.
Yeah, it was limited.
Either it was a time deal where it was always going to come to the third party.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So No Man and Nier were both going to stay there for a year and then release.
Yeah, that sort of idea, but because PlayStation are the fucking one everybody love right now, and they never got the same fucking bullshit that Tomb Raider did, where fucking they had to come out and explain the exact details of the exclusivity deal and all that shit.
Yeah, PlayStation are very clever at the way they announce. They don't sort of announce it's a deal at all, do they? They just clearly stick PlayStation everything, and everyone assumes it's a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah. I mean, Microsoft didn't help themselves with all the fucking vague similar terms like platform exclusive, console launch exclusive, and fucking however many different exclusive sort of fake terms they've used.
They did that with PUBG. They did that with Tomb Raider. All that stuff. Yeah.
Well, still, I mean, they get slightly better.
Now,
But Microsoft have dug themselves in a hole with this Play Anywhere, which I think is great. I don't really think, but it makes them selling exclusives difficult because they haven't really got anything. They need a new term.
Yeah, I mean, from the Xbox point of view, yeah, but from Microsoft's point of view, like, the end goal is fucking being achieved.
Yes.
Yeah.
If people buy the games on PC, then they're happy.
Oh yeah, they don't care where you buy it. Who's working them? It's just their messaging at say E3 or whatever it is. They just need a new term for what an exclusive is.
Yeah, they need to, like, before the next E3, they need to put out a glossary or a fucking like thesaurus or some shit that fucking translates what all these fucking exclusive terms mean.
Yeah, they should just say like fucking, you know, Xbox exclusive or Play Anywhere. Just that. Just if it's an actual Xbox.
Yeah, but is Xbox exclusive a timed exclusive? Is it a fucking DLC exclusive?
See, I don't think you should be able to.
That's the thing that they confused in recent years. Because it was Xbox launch exclusive was eventually found out to be timed or something.
Timed exclusive, yeah.
Xbox launch exclusive means it's timed.
Don't
fucking console. That was 2 years ago. I think it was like something about first or something like that.
Yeah. I was gonna say don't say exclusive. Say Xbox first or something like that.
Yeah.
You know. But one third party game that eventually went to Xbox and PlayStation was the Final Fantasy series, because Final Fantasy 13 was the first Final Fantasy on something else other than PlayStation.
And Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is over now, yeah.
I think.
So I think you'll see more.
I'm pretty sure that these have sold well. Like, these like, the biggest thing is you always look at the fucking Japanese sales numbers, and it's like single digits of consoles sold a week for Xbox. It's like pitiful numbers sort of thing. But I think that although it doesn't sell well in Japan, people are realizing, or the Japanese developers might be starting to realize, that when it goes like to the States and when it goes to Europe, the fucking Xbox fans are lapping these games up and they're buying them. Like, I fucking bought and I loved Nier on the Xbox. Scottman, as we fucking know, loved Nier on the Xbox with his fucking upskirt. Shit. I mean, I think they've just. This might be the sort of snowball starting to roll, and it's only going to pick up momentum and grow bigger, basically.
Yeah, and with the PlayStation sales in Japan, like, that's just. I mean, I don't blame the Japanese people for putting money into their own country there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Buying Sony product, it's a Japanese product. You know.
The whole culture for gaming is different over there, though. It's handheld as the global, like the dominant one, even.
Oh yeah, that's why Nintendo fucking is a powerhouse there. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, they are a powerhouse, but like even more over there.
And I mean, this isn't related to Microsoft, but me playing fucking Yakuza on the PlayStation, that's them just releasing the European fucking remasters of these games, or the fucking Western remasters of these games, basically, because they've been out fucking. They're always released at least a year before in Japan and all that shit, and then they've had so much fucking demand for them, they're completely remaking the original games and all that stuff. Like that PlayStation title that Surf got on the PS Plus thing, anything that has Kiwami after it is basically been a complete remaster because it was too old and never made it over to Western audiences.
Gotcha.
So I think that was like a PlayStation 2 game that's remastered.
Oh, wow.
Built from the ground up. Like they've done 1 and 2. They've said like the 3 remake is done, but it's not a complete rebuild because it was on PS3, so it's just an HD like up-res thing. But they're realising just how much money they can fucking make, and they're bringing out basically a remaster every 8 or 9 months. Like, they're fucking firing them out the door because everybody's buying them. So eventually Raz will fucking have a little Asian wife and fucking He'll be all about Japan.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Has he started Final Fantasy yet?
no, he's been.
Yeah.
The other thing he's been playing is Arc with you, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking, see if he fucking says, "Oh, I've not got time to play Sunset Overdrive. I'm going to go start killing these animals."
Oh no!
No! Not Dilbert! Or whatever his name is.
I can pick every one of these animals up because I've dropped the majority of them off to him. So I'll just take them away to a secret location until he plays Sunset Overdrive, and then he can have them back.
There it is, Roz. You better play Sunset Overdrive, or Toast is taking your animals and Arc in hostage. All right, we got one last community question. It seems like every week we start off with an insanely awesome question from this guy, and then he follows up with one of these. So from Organic, we got, do you ever find yourself looking at the sky and wondering what that space is all about?
What the fuck are we meant to say to
Aye.
Well, I'm going to say I'm very into outer space and NASA and all that stuff. So yeah, sometimes I might look up and just be like, God damn, we're small. What the fuck?
You're going to go work for the fucking Space Force? What the fuck are they called?
Oh, that's not working. That would be serving my country and the Earth.
Yeah, but what's the name of the fucking...
Space Force. It is literally fucking, they want to call it Space
Christ.
Force. Jesus fucking yeah. I hope it never happens.
God,
It's just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I just try to it'll be like.
Listen, I watched a documentary on Netflix that was all about like UFO like cover-ups or whatever from this dude that used to work for the government and yada yada yada. And it was like a really good documentary. He had like all this.
Castle Kill, aka Ryan.
No, listen. Like he had like all this like stuff, and it was all leading up, and then it got to this point where he was just like, the United States government wants us to fight aliens. They want us to think that aliens are are the enemy. One day we will have an army in the space, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, this guy's lost it, and I closed it, and then like stopped watching that documentary, and then like 2 weeks fucking later they start talking about Space Force, and I was like, oh my god, that guy might be right.
God.
But yeah, there you go. Organic. I do wonder what that space is all about.
I suppose my answer is yes. I used to a lot. I do less now. As I've got older, I wonder more about why do my knees ache. But in the past, I used to look up the sky and wonder quite a lot what was going on up there. Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes look up at the sky and think that's peaceful, and that's about the majority of it.
Okay, gotcha.
Like after a cloudless night where you can see the stars. That's
yeah. All right, and with that sound, we'll bring us to our last call. It's an easy last call because it's simple. Beer before liquor or liquor before beer. We're just going to go through and say which one we think keeps you from getting sick in the morning. Surf, what do you say?
I always start with beer and end on liquor.
Oh, what?
That seems crazy to me.
No, it's like I can drink beer, and then once I've had enough beer, if I move on to liquor, that works.
I didn't realise the whole last call thing was what makes you less sick in the morning. I thought it was what is most fun.
No.
What fucking increases your chances the most, fucking on a night out, or what makes you sloppy, or things like that.
No, I'm going with which is better way to go without like less chance of a hangover in the morning.
Well, I'm going a different way.
Surf,
like,
you still standing with
thing.
that? Surf, you're still stands?
I'm sticking, yeah. I think, and it works for me. I have a good night on that. It works. I figured out beer. 30 years of drinking, beer, then liquor. That's definitely the way to go.
That's never the way to go. Right. My whole point of view is, how do you get your dick wet when you're younger? And it was always, you want to be drunk enough to fucking have a good time when you're out, so you buy, like, and also you're young, so you want to save money, So you buy the liquor in the bottle from a fucking convenience store or whatever. You fucking drink that before you go out. That gets you a good buzz. That gets you confident enough. Blah, blah, blah. And then you fucking manage or massage your way through the rest of the night with beer because it's cheaper and it stops you from tipping over that fucking edge where you just can't get hard anymore or something like that. That was a whole mindset going younger, and it's changed slightly doing this podcast, as in I want to start drinking 3 hours before the podcast. I'm going to drink beers so I don't come on and fucking offend everyone. Nation and religion out there. Yeah.
Everyone.
No, but that was like podcast. Growing up. My whole thing was always save money and to stop yourself getting sloppy. It was liquor then beer.
So when I was growing up, you wouldn't have been able to afford liquor. It was just too expensive. So you just drank beer. So you didn't get the advantage of moving on to liquor to slow you down.
That's fuck. I'd get like I wouldn't take a packed lunch. I'd get lunch money, and I'd only spend half of it and save it every day, and that would build up. And then I'd get my pocket money at the end of the week, and that would be enough to buy like fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong. By the time Sunday came, I was buying like the cheapest 3-litre bottle of cider I could fucking find for like £2 before the fucking minimum pricing thing came in. It'd be like Sainsbury's own fucking white cider or some shit, 3 litres for £1.99. But all you had to do was spin in a circle as you downed the bottle, and that got you buzzed enough.
See, I agree with Toast. I always go liquor first. And then,
see, even if it was just an all beer night, I would still go expensive to cheap.
Yes,
because you want to savour the expensive when you start, and then just fucking
once you're drunk,
cheap shit later.
Once you're drunk, you're not going to pay attention to the taste, you know. But like I always did liquor first because it was higher in alcohol content, and like then drink beer so that I would look like I was still partying, but was just trying to cruise the rest of the night kind of thing.
I mean, I say that, but then also when I get drunk, I just fucking buy everybody shots and shit like that.
That's how my best friend is.
Yeah.
See, I tend to load up on beer and then I use liquor to slow me down at the end.
How the fuck do you slow down with liquor?
I just drink liquor. I would drink.
Do you
liquor.
Take it straight or something?
I would drink it roughly at the same speed of a beer, so I would just slow right down.
See, the thing is, for me, it's fucking too easy.
Wait a minute.
For liquor. Because you always get a mixer or something, so you drink it a lot quicker than you drink a pint.
If you're drinking at the same speed of the beer, how are you slowing down?
That's a good point.
I mean,
but I don't know. Yeah. So maybe it doesn't work. But all I will say is I found with experience for me, if I finish the evening on liquor, I don't have a hangover in the morning.
Is that because you're getting a little bit of hydration back from the mixer?
It might well be. Yeah, it might be that moving on to liquor at the end and I'm having mixed drinks that hydrates me a bit more. Maybe that makes a bit of sense.
What is your usual liquor when you're out? If it's something like vodka and soda,
I
then that
usually
definitely makes sense.
Nowadays, I tend to go for a JD and Coke.
Yeah. Works, I guess. And I'll answer for Raz because he grew up in Mormon country, didn't he?
I think he grew up in Utah.
Yeah, so he basically had something that could be barely classed as alcohol.
You couldn't get hard liquor in Utah. You can't get it
all night. He was on 4% beer.
3.5%. 3.5%. Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, fuck that. You'd have to spend so much money to have a good night.
Yeah, you would have to drive to the next state to get like.
That's what I was saying about like you buy a bottle in the supermarket, it'll fucking spirit or liquor or whatever the fuck you Americans want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so much cheaper. Whereas like you go out and you buy it and you're paying the same fucking price for like a single serving.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Fucking. You could get a whole bottle for basically, 8 drinks or something out in a club, and 8 drinks is going to be less than half a bottle. Sort of thing. Like, I don't know how your servings work, but it's what, like 35 ml for us or something. Well, that's a large serving. 25 is sort of standard serving. And a bottle's 750 ml.
Yeah, we have a 750 milliliter bottle. And a serving, like when you say serving, like a straight serving?
Like if you were to buy just the spirit, it'd be like they pour it in a wee shot glass.
Yeah, it'd be a 1.5 ounce shot. Well, a shot is 1.5 ounces. I don't know what that turns into when it comes to milliliters.
Yeah, well, for us it's 25 or 35, depending on who's serving it, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's probably a 25 milliliter shot then. So there you have it. That is our theory on how not to get a hangover. And how
to get your dick wet.
And how to get your dick wet. And that is...
Is your wife still in the room?
No, she's upstairs.
All right.
She knows I used to
just
party.
Imagine the eyebrows raising.
She would probably say, I know how you can get your dick wet. Get in the fucking shower. And that will end this episode of the 16 Ounce Gaming Podcast. Once again, guys, please join us on Discord. Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at 16ounce_gaming, on Facebook and on YouTube at 16 Ounce Gaming Family. Give us a review on iTunes. It does help us out. But more important, tell your friends about us. And seriously, join our Discord. That's where all the...
Unless you're a sensitive little bitch.
Or that.
Yeah, because then there'll be no point joining because you're only going to leave down the line.
Yeah.
And it's not going to make fuck all difference to us. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Cheers.